Three.
Okay. Hello, Ace family. Today we're going to go over our toilet seats planogram, and we're going to go over our shower heads planogram. We're going to burn through this pretty quick. It's pretty darn simple, but want to make sure you are the expert and can give all the information the customer needs. So first off, with toilet seats, it's very simple with the difference for them. There's two styles essentially. There is a round style and there is what is called an elongated style. So I'm going to hold both of those up here so that you can see very carefully. Just see one is taller than the other. And that really is the only difference between those two sections, between the round and elongated. That's the first thing the customer needs to know, is the depth of the toilet seat. And if you forget, we do have handy little Ace flyers here just to help you with the information. But we've had great luck with toilet seats, and they're fairly universal when it comes from different brands and stuff. We usually don't have a compatibility issue. So that being said, within the elongated, we have several different types. Within the round, we have several different types. So for our store specifically that we carry, we do have like a round wood, and then we do have a round cream color of seat, and we do have kind of the standard stuff. And within the standard stuff, we've got, one on the bottom of the base deck here. We've got this guy, so think of it kind of a good, better, best, and then kind of the premium towards the top. Those tend to have the most features. And go, well, how many features can a toilet seat possibly have? Kind of sounds silly when you think about it, but basically there's some that are easy to clean. When you attach the bolts onto them, there's little clips where you can pull it out, and on cleaning day it makes it a lot easier to get through it. Another really common feature, and I love this on all toilet seats, is when it's up, you just flip the lid and it's the soft close, so it goes down very gently and doesn't slam. It's very embarrassing for me when I'm at a friend's house and they don't have that, because I slam their toilet seat, and anyway, it makes it awkward, but that's good from time to time. So there's an interlocking feature too, so that those bolts never get loose. You don't want loose bolts on a toilet seat. That don't want to have an accident with grandma. So that pretty much sums it up. The same features are available in the elongated ones. And then one more thing I'm going to jump back to as far as features, and you can kind of fill this by weight, is there's some plastic ones that tend to be cheaper, and then there's when you get to the premium price point, they're heavy. They're like a solid plastic. They just feel very quality. If you think of the cheaper ones, kind of a plastic material, just lightweight, and then the top ones, they're like a solid wood that's coated, just very heavy, very nice. They don't flex. Just one more thing to throw at you there. As far as, we've got one more seat that's kind of been popular for us, and that is the elongated toilet seat, but this has a kid seat built into it, so that makes it pretty nice. And of course, we can always order toilet seats when you get into the commercial contractor or apartment units, when they're going through toilet seats often. There's some inexpensive options available through Ace for those. So that's a little bit about that. Now I wanted to move on to some of the shower heads, and that's gonna be real quick too. So shower heads, I'll start off with by maybe scooting the camera closer a little bit. The shower heads are all pretty similar, and what I mean by that is the way they attach. The standard shower head fitting is 1/2 inch. So there's always a male pipe coming out of the wall, and there's always a female attachment for the shower head. So that means that there's no compatibility issues with those two. There's several kits that have just the head if you need to replace it due to hard water or a freshen up, change of color, maybe a present for a spouse or something. So easy, just screw off your old one, screw in the new one. There's some other more elaborate ones where you get to have maybe a bigger shower head, so that you have more area that's being sprayed. And then we get into the shower heads that are handheld too. So with a lot of these, they come with the hose, they come with the clip, and they're the ones that they'll go on there and they'll have a hose so that you can take it off and you can wash everything that you need to. So what I want you to know from that is that these kits usually come with everything that's required to be able to do that. So and there's some nice ones. This one by Moen's pretty awesome. It's got a magnetic lock on it. Their packaging does a good job. Just kind of check it out when you have a moment. All right, the next sort of different style that I wanted to go over with you is the 2-in-1. So if maybe reaching up, if you have an elderly person and it's difficult to reach up and grab that, but you still need to wash, there's some with the main shower head, and then there's a separate wand that you can put off to the side that's a little more reachable. And what's handy about these kits is, again, they come with everything, the hose, but they also include a diverter valve. And what that does is switches the water between the two hoses, whether you've got the handheld one or the one coming out of the shower, just based on what the customer's requirements are. So as we move lower down here, we do have some just more options of the same style, different colors, different types of heads. There's some very inexpensive ones down towards the bottom that if someone just needs something cheap, sometimes you just need something cheap, and those are available. We do have replacement diverter valves. Again, that would be something to go from the handheld unit to the shower head. So that can come in handy. We do have replacement shower arm holders if that's required. Other dividers and valves and stuff. We do have shower arm extenders. Sometimes you have someone that's very tall and you have to extend the shower head up. That can come in handy if you're tall. Something similar here, kind of a shower arm extension so you can get it to a different spot. And then we do have replacement hoses along the bottom too. And since the standard is 1/2 inch pipe thread, we know what sizes we're dealing with, so there's not usually a compatibility issue with that. Anyway, I think that's just about everything. There's one more thing I guess I didn't go over, and there's some shower arms and flanges. This flange is just for the wall so that it makes it look neat where the pipe comes out of the wall. There's usually a flange there just to trim it out and make it look nice. So those particular ones, we've got the chrome and then the brushed nickel look as well. So I think that pretty much sums up the toilet seats and then the shower heads. And as always, ask any questions that come to mind. Thanks.